My friend, this just happened. Just when everyone thought the Eagles' focus would be solely on retaining key defensive players, an expected move is gaining momentum behind the scenes. The potential departure of a defensive leader opens up space, changes priorities, and makes the front office look at a name they already know very well. It's not just speculation. There's real interest, there's talk behind the scenes, and there's a clear need on the roster. The question now isn't if the Eagles will act, it's when. And what might be forming here has the potential to excite the fans and change the Philadelphia offseason rumors. The Philadelphia Eagles defense, once one of the best in the NFL, could face a major change for 2026. Nakobe Dean, a fundamental linebacker on the front line of the defense, is one of the players whose future is uncertain. Considered one of the team's leaders and a key pillar of Fangio's defense, Dean stood out as an essential player for the Eagles, but now finds himself in a complicated situation regarding his contract. The team, which has invested heavily in its offense in recent years, is now facing a series of difficult decisions regarding the contract renewals of several key players. Dean, who has been a fundamental piece of the Eagles' defense, is one of the main names whose contract renewal is being considered. However, with the reality of a significant salary increase and other important contracts in line, such as Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, the team may not be able to retain everyone. The linebacker, after the end of the season, made it clear that he wants to stay in Philadelphia. In a recent statement, he said, "My expectation is that God will take care of it. I'm excited, yes. Of course, I think everyone knows that I want to stay in Philadelphia. I don't want to go anywhere." However, this desire to remain in Philadelphia may be affected by financial pressure and the strategic choices the Eagles need to make. Dean has been one of the Eagles' key defensive players, but the team also has other options at the position, such as Jihad Campbell, the linebacker drafted in the first round last season. The big question now is, will the Philadelphia Eagles be able to find a way to keep Nakobe Dean, or will they be forced to let him go due to financial issues and the need to prioritize other contracts? The fact that Dean is one of the main leaders of the defense, however, could be a factor in his favor. The loss of such an important player could impact the Eagles' defensive structure and create a large void in the middle of the field. Therefore, the negotiation will be crucial in determining the future of the defense and how it will remain competitive for the challenges of 2026. But with the quality of the roster and the presence of other key players on defense, such as Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Nolan Smith Jr., the team will be able to find the necessary financial balance to renew his contract. With Dean and maintaining a strong defense, the reality is that with so many multi-million-dollar contracts at stake, the Eagles management will have to make difficult decisions about who to keep and who to let go. In this scenario, Dean's situation seems to be one of the most delicate. Although the player has expressed his desire to remain with the team, the reality of the NFL is unforgiving, and with the possibility of a large salary increase, he may be lured away by other teams that can offer a more advantageous contract. For Eagles fans, the departure of Nakobe Dean would represent a major blow to the defense, and it's something the team will need to carefully consider in upcoming negotiations. Dean's future is in question, but in any case, the situation creates great anticipation surrounding the team's next moves. The Eagles will need to find a solution to ensure their defense remains solid without compromising their financial future. The possible departure of Nakobe Dean represents not only the loss of a starter, but a clear sign that the Eagles' defense may undergo a profound overhaul in 2026. When leaders begin, if there's any doubt, the entire defensive structure goes on alert. And it's precisely in this scenario of uncertainty that the board may be forced to look for solutions outside the club, because while a pillar of the central defense is at risk of leaving, the chance arises to strengthen another equally sensitive sector, the secondary. And for that, a name well known to the fans is gaining strength again behind the scenes: Darius Slay. Amidst so much uncertainty, the Philadelphia Eagles face another possibility that could significantly alter the team's future for 2026: the return of Darius Slay, the star cornerback. Slay, once one of the Eagles' most important defensive figures, has been linked to a possible return to Philadelphia, but the situation is more complicated than it seems. In 2025, after leaving the Pittsburgh Steelers, the expectation was that Slay would return to the Eagles, but the Buffalo team, which had priority in the negotiation, ended up signing the player. However, the story didn't end there. Slay wasn't presented to the Bills, which generated speculation that he was still open to a move to the Eagles. The situation quickly became a hot topic, with the Eagles management showing interest in bringing him back. Bills general manager Brandon Beane commented on the negotiation, revealing that when signing Slay, he didn't know the cornerback only wanted to play one game. When we signed Darius Slay, we had no idea he only intended to play for a short time, Bean said in an interview. This complicated the transaction, as the Buffalo Bills didn't want to release Slay, and the player ended up in a position where he didn't know exactly where he would play next season. Now, with the possibility of Slay becoming a free agent, the Philadelphia Eagles may have the chance to bring him back. The team, which has faced problems at the cornerback position, especially after Adoree Jackson left for free agency, could see in Slay an answer to its defensive needs. Slay's experience and skill are undeniable, and he could be the missing piece to further strengthen the Eagles' secondary. For Eagles fans, the idea of seeing Darius Slay back in Philadelphia is exciting. Darius Slay, who played a pivotal role in winning Super Bowl 52, could bring the same energy and leadership to the team in 2026. The cornerback position was one of the biggest uncertainties for the Eagles last season, and Slay's arrival could effectively resolve that issue. Slay's return would also mean adding an experienced and highly competent player to the defense, something the Eagles could use as they seek to regain control of the NFC and continue competing for the title. His help would strengthen the defensive unit and give confidence to the other players in the secondary. With Slay becoming a potential free agent, will the Eagles finalize this deal and bring the veteran back? Fans certainly hope so, and the possibility of a new partnership between Slay and the Philadelphia team could be key to further strengthening one of the best defenses in the NFL. Darius Slay's story and his connection with the Eagles is far from over, and there's a good chance he'll return to the team he loved playing for. It remains to be seen if the Eagles will be able to win this battle and bring Slay back to Philadelphia. With the imminent loss of Nakobe Dean, a key player in the Philadelphia Eagles defense, and the fact that other essential players like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Nolan Smith are also close to renewing their contracts, how do you believe the team should manage these financial negotiations? Furthermore, with the possibility of Darius Slay returning to Philadelphia to strengthen the cornerback position, do you think the Eagles could maintain a balance between securing restricted contract renewals and adding more veterans to the roster without compromising the team's competitiveness in 2026? What would be your priorities if the franchise's general manager were to ensure a strong defense and a competitive team while keeping the team's finances in order? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.